are so wonderful. Usually, like, it's not this serious if you have the money. Now that you have lived in both the countries and experienced the culture and everything that comes within the country, tell me what you like or love about India and what you like and love about Korea.
What I love the most about India is that it's such a bright and colorful country. Indians have a really warm heart because I was always welcomed. I felt so welcomed in India. I like learning about cultures. So India is full of cultures and traditions, and there's so much for me to learn and grow from. So I think that is what I love about India. And of course, like, I love the street food culture as well as the different architectures that you get to see. Because for me, landscape matters a lot. You have the mountains, you have the sea. So it really intrigues me to, be there and learn more about India. Though I have lived in India for 28 years, I still feel like it will take my whole lifetime to learn about India, and I'm up for it. What I love about Korea is that it's a very clean country and it's a very systematic country. So everything is very efficient over here. Like, the transport system is good and everything is very smooth to live if you have the money.
Yeah, that's a very important part.
And also, for example, like, to do any paperwork, it's so systematic, right?
True.
Like, everything is done. Chop, 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 chop.
Yeah.
Done. Finished. How did I forget? The cafe culture, because I love to study and read in a cafe, and I like to relax in a cafe, and that's what I do usually. Yes.
I think I also like that everything is convenient and systematic, and once you know where to call or once you know where to go, which office, which paperwork you need to do, like, it's very efficient. You don't have to keep like calling and tracking things.
Yeah.
Tell us, like, what do you dislike about India? And not dislike, maybe like a change or something that you would see better progress if things happen this way or that way. Because honestly, I know that there are so many pros and cons, and no country can be perfect. Even Korea has its own issues. But in your own perspective, in your personal perspective, what would be things that you don't really like about India or it's inconvenient for you? And the same goes for Korea.
Everything is progressing. We are here to learn and grow. I think it's the same for countries. So if we talk about India first, India should think more on how to have a system for the garbage, because I don't see any of it getting recycled. There is no recycling system, at least in the small towns and cities that I've lived in. Maybe in the metropolitan cities it's different, I'm not very sure, but wherever I was, it was just like throwing the whole dump behind the house or burning the garbage. So that I felt a little worried about. The fun culture is a fun thing, but I don't like the fun spits all around the road. And nowadays the government is trying by putting some fines, in the subways or in the stations. I can see those signs and I can see a change. So I'm very happy that some changes are happening. But if you go to any random street, you still see a lot of spits here and there. And I think that is something we can work on in India. The last thing is actually something which I personally have seen and experienced. And I felt a bit sad because sometimes, like, Indians forget to value their diversity. And I think that is really a sad thing because India is beautiful because it's diverse. The government also talks about India being diverse, right? But when it comes to like day-to-day life, I don't see people really valuing it, I don't see people valuing their culture to the fullest or appreciating the other cultures in their own country and working as a whole, And I'm not saying everyone is like this, I'm just talking about some instances that I had faced where I felt, wish they could live as one big family, wish they could value their diversity and culture more, because you guys are so beautiful, your culture is so beautiful, and I want you guys to see that and feel that and live that every day. I might be Korean by blood, but I feel that I'm an Indian by heart. So I say this to my countrymen, like Indians, that let's love our culture, the Indian culture, and let's not forget our own traditions and languages, because really, India, you are so, so wonderful. You are a beautiful country, and I want every citizen of India to remember that and live up to that. Yeah. What I dislike about Korea, or what I wish Korea to improve on, might be the definition of success which people hold in their mind. So money, status, position. I know in most of the countries this is also important, but in Korea I see a predominance on this, and I feel that we should learn how to relax, because life is not about running and racing only. It's about the learnings and growings, and learnings and growings cannot happen fast. It will happen with time, and you need to take your time to feel that. But people are so busy with their work that they don't have the time to really look within and do the inner work. So I really would love the people to pace down, slow down, and live their life to the fullest. This is my wish, humble wish. Honestly, I don't really like the modern architecture in Korea, especially the apartment designs. Like, it makes me feel very suffocated, maybe because I lived in India all my life in residential houses, like, so I don't see these
Open spaces.
Yeah, open spaces, and you have your own garden and stuff. And I know Korea cannot do that because it's a small country. It needs to facilitate for so many people here, right? So with a small land and people, you need to kind of build apartments. But I feel they can work on the designs, you know. And yeah, they prefer the color gray, brown,
Very muted.
yeah, very neutral tones. But I miss some colors, maybe because I have lived in India once again. So this is just my personal wish.
For me, I think it's like the excess beauty standards in this country. Every country has their good and bad, but I love Korea for so many other reasons. That is something like it troubles me a lot. Like,
Yeah, I totally feel
Yeah.
you. I mean, even in India, for different occasions, you dress differently. That is there. But in India, in your mundane life, if you wear something, even if you look shabby, people are not there to judge you, oh, why are you looking so shabby. But in Korea, it's like you need to be very
really
and
proper.
yeah, very proper
Yeah.
everywhere you go, even if it's not a big occasion. And that also kind of suffocates me. It should be balanced, right? I mean, people should be happy with their body and their outlook. And then if it's their choice to, you know, do cosmetic surgery, it's totally fine. But in Korea, you kind of feel pressured that you need to do it. That is something which is really sad, because when you are in your teens, you really are kind of figuring your identity, right? And at that point, when you get these kind of social pressures, like, of course, it's very natural for you to get influenced. So I really wish that the youth don't get too influenced by this and can come out of this very external, superficial aspect of living. Yeah.
Okay, that was really nice conversation, and it went actually deeper. Usually, like, it's not this serious. We usually sit together and like it's usually like crazy, but today was really a good conversation, and I hope like we could like, you know, I hope like you could relate to it, and I hope you enjoyed watching this, and we hope to come up with more such content. So let us know in the comment down below what you would like for the next video, and also we'll link her channel in the description and all her videos in the description. So make sure you follow her to know life about Korea, and follow us as well and our social medias to know more about life in Korea. Also, just everything about Korea and India, and connecting India and Korea together, and we'll bring to you more content. So
High five on that.
yay!
Bye.